The college football experience, Oregon State Beavers 2025 season preview episode on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Get up to $1,000 deposit match when you sign up at UnderdogFantasy.com with our promo code TCESGPN. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
This is Mike Leach, head football coach at Mississippi State, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes, yes, yes. Woo! Welcome to the Oregon State Beavers college football experience for 2025. Love talking Beaver football. I'll listen to this damn song all episode. YouTube.com/the college experience. Jump on over there. Hit that like and subscribe button because we're breaking down all 136 teams with a solo podcast for each and every team in the land, just like we do each and every year, folks. Excited to talk about Oregon State. Obviously, a program that I care about greatly. I was really bummed out with the Pac-12's demise, but glad to see Oregon State and Washington State, kind of rise up and get this new Pac-12 going. And, they got $500 million, something like that, from the old Pac-12 and those bastards, right? So glad to see, I'm rooting for the Beavs, man. This is going to be fun to see how they can do in year 2 of Trent Bray's system. We're going to talk about it all: schedule, stadium, culture, program, everything, roster. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, that's fair. My name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, a.k.a. Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I smoke and I drink and I don't have stress and I'm healthy.
Very healthy when talking Beavs. All right? I mean, I love the Beavs, man. I remember watching them destroy Notre Dame in the Fiesta Bowl, I think it was. With Bushmanzada and Jonathan Smith and Ken Simonton and Chad Johnson. Oh, man, they were a fun team. I'm trying to remember the safety's name. I've been a big fan over the years, man. So, love doing this episode here. I am joined by my co-host, who is also the host of the College Basketball Experience. Subscribe, tell a friend. Wade Tinkle, this is going to be a good year for him. Good year for him. I saw they stormed the court last year. Bravo.
Yep.
Yeah. When the basketball season goes live, we are live every night of the season, just like we are with football. So subscribe, tell a friend. Give it up for Farmer, Stafford, Austin P with the Governors, South Carolina with the Gamecocks, West Virginia with the Mountaineers, Ryan McIntyre, a.k.a. Monetlon. Mac, how are you, buddy?
What is up? Yes, love the Beavs. Pac-12 after dark. Nice Beaver. Cheers.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight. Oh man, I gotta find that now.
It's a great clip.
I know. Where the hell did I should have done this pre-episode, but unprepared like normal.
Nice Beaver.
It is nice Beaver. Shout out to the legendary
Nice Beaver.
Frank Drebin and Naked Gun, which I'm sure they're gonna butcher that. Why even touch it? I don't know about you. I saw the preview for the remake and makes me want to vomit. But anyway, what doesn't make me want to vomit is Oregon State football. All right, Oregon State football makes me get excited about planet Earth and humanity. But obviously, it's been a crazy 24 months, I would say, for the good people in Corvallis, Oregon. Trent Bray is a former Beaver himself, Mac. 5-7 in year 1. Where are you at with these Beavs? Because and look, Gunderson's their OC. He's an Oregon State guy. Their DC, Keith Hayward's an Oregon State guy. Like, I love that they're relying on their own to get them out of this hole. But man, what'd you make of year one? Because they started out 4-1, and you're starting to buy in, and then terrible October really to November, losing to Nevada by 5. Losing to UNLV in a 1-score game, getting destroyed by Cal, and then like that the Cal game kind of just like set off everything because they got destroyed by San Jose State and Air Force after that. Where are you at? But they did beat Pac-2 rival Washington State. Where are you at with coach and just a ridiculous scenario he had to walk into last year?
I was going to say, I give him a hall pass year one just because of the Jonathan Smith going over to Sparty. Obviously, the shit off the field going over to the Pac-2 from the Pac-12. It sucked, man. I mean, they started 4-1. They were looking good and couldn't get to a bowl game. So this is kind of a big year now, year two. You don't want to throw up another losing season to really halt or stall all that momentum that you had gained from the Jonathan Smith era as they enter a new league next year, the new version of the Pac-12.
Yeah, and now that I look back at last season, they were 1-0. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They were 1-1 against the Big Ten. So at least they got to stick it to Purdue. But yeah, I'm with you, man. There were so many moving pieces.
Yeah.
I feel like Jonathan Smith took a lot of the staff to Michigan State. Aiden Childs, the backup quarterback. DJU, their starting quarterback, goes to Florida State, where he had just a stellar season. Glad to see transferring worked out for you. And then Damian Martinez to Miami, and so on and so on. I mean, USC had a few of their guys as well. I like Trent Bray, and I think he's the man for the job. We'll see how they do because, they're still kind of – it's basically like they're an independent. Like, honestly, like you look at the schedule, which we're going to go game by game on the schedule, that makes it kind of hard. I feel like when you're in a conference, as much as I enjoy the independents out there, it makes it hard to prep for teams you've never played and stuff. But yeah, I'm with you. Hall pass year one. Now the offense, like I said, Ryan Gunderson, former quarterback at Oregon State. They were 95th in scoring offense, 94th in pass offense, 29th in rush offense, and 60th in total offense. I think a lot of it had to do with they couldn't find their guy at quarterback. And we thought it was Giovanni McCoy, who I think he's transferred like 5 times, I feel like, since last season.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what school he landed at. He was at Texas State for like a cup of coffee. Is it New Mexico?
His career in Idaho. That's
what I'm saying. Like, where the hell did he end up? Temple? It was somewhere. He was at a bunch of different schools, but yeah, the quarterback play I think was a big result of their bad luck a season ago by not making a bowl. But the good news is they went out and got Maalik Murphy, who, man, at times has been phenomenal. Like, I mean, at times he's also been I don't know. This kid was at Texas backing up Quinn Ewers and had a fire spring game one game. I remember just him killing it in spring ball. He came in briefly 2 years ago at Texas, I believe, looked all right at times. At Duke last year, it mattered which version they got because there was a couple games. I was watching a game like a week or two ago when we were doing the Duke preview. What game was it? Maybe the Carolina game. Where he struggled and he was horrible in the first half, and then the second half he looked great. So it's like consistency is the big thing here. He's got some raw skills. This dude's like he's got some skills that make you say, "Oh, who the fuck is this?" He just has to maximize that. You know what I mean? So where you at with the Maalik Murphy kid?
It's an interesting one, isn't it? I like you said, very up and down. That Carolina game that you talked about, he's 15 of 34, so he's kind of all over the place. Sometimes his mechanics, I think, are a little bit off. But, I mean, he did have some good games, whether it was the SMU game. I thought he made some big plays, and they're almost upset at home. So
Miami game, he threw for like 330, but he threw a bunch of picks, too.
Yeah, and 2 of them were fucking pick sixes when the wheels fell off. But he's an upgrade from what they had.
Just for sure.
Standpoint. Yeah. good size, good frame. So yeah, he should be definitely an upgrade.
Yeah, I agree too. Like he can still strike fear in the defense just with his skill set. But
it should be noted, DJU is actually all right at Oregon State too. Well, you get out to Corvallis, you fly under the radar a little bit. Not as much expectations. You could thrive a little bit.
No, he cashed in going to Florida State. That was a nice 2 wins they put together. Who had that on the board, by the way? Oregon State would more than double Florida State's win total when he transferred there.
Yeah. Hey, he threw for almost 3,000 yards in his year at Oregon State, 21 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He should have just stayed there.
Yeah. Well, even worse, he could have came back to college and probably got 6 figures somewhere. And he's like, no, I'm going to go to the NFL. And then the NFL was like, who? Who's giving that guy information? God, these crooked agents, these piles of shit.
Nice beaver.
Anyway, look, the offense. Anthony Hankerson's back at the running back spot. I remember him. He was a Colorado Buffalo at one point. Same with Van Wells, their starting center. He's the only guy back on the O-line. It's only 1 of 5 back on the O-line. Little concern there. Receivers, Darrius Clemons, Trent Walker, Taz Reddicks, all back. That's good from Maalik Murphy, but I'm a little concerned about the O-line situation there, Mac. They did go to the portal, and obviously they brought in Maalik Murphy, who I alluded to, and Marquise Crosby, who had a good season at La Tech. I think it was 2 years ago. And then the portal guys, they went out, they spent their money. Keon Cox coming in from UCF, Will Larkins from Georgia State, Josiah Timoteo from Nevada, who started there, and JT Hand from Arizona. You think this offense will be better?
Yeah, just because of the quarterback position. And getting Hankerson back, too. I mean, he was a 1,000-yard rusher, almost 5 yards a carry. I definitely think this offense will have more consistency, take a little bit of a step back. And, Clemons also flashed at times. So got some opportunities for this offense, I think.
Now, I'll say this, in my opinion, and we're going to get to the schedule. I think this year's schedule is much, much, much harder than last year's schedule.
It makes no sense, the whole schedule.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, like, when I'm trying to compute these numbers, I think this offense is going to be a lot better than last year's offense. But I also think there is a world where they're like 70th or something, and they're better, but their stats don't reflect it because the competition's better. Let's talk about the defense, because that's Trent Bray's thing. He runs the defense with Rod Chance there. They had their issues. 101st in scoring defense, 55th in pass defense, 107th in rush defense, charting at 98th in the country at defense. But, they lost so much the year before in the portal to Michigan State and USC, and just, it was hard, man, to try to basically, you didn't have a coach. You had to figure out the coaching hire. Then they had to figure out who the hell they could retain. They returned just 3 starters on defense. That might be a good thing considering how bad it was last year. But nose tackle Jacob Schuster's back, linebacker Nico Taylor, and safety Skylar Thomas. They went out to the portal and attacked the portal, of course, bringing in Walker Harris from Southern Utah with the Thunderbirds. Kai Wallen from Nebraska. I actually think that it could be sneaky good. Tajay Mulix from Abilene Christian in the FCS. Linebacker Rajon Davis from USC. And then corner TJ Crandall from West Virginia, and cornerback TJ Hopper from James Madison. Mac, will the defense be improved this season?
I think it has to be, man. I mean, this is Bray's bread and butter. And I know he took over for Jonathan Smith and maybe trying to manage being a head coach and still run his defense. But I got to think year 2, learning to be a head coach, I think they do take a step forward. They got to. Yeah.
The problem is, man, I find this schedule tricky. But
they got some good offenses on.
Yeah. I'll say slight improvement. I do think year 2, just in general, your roster better. I wish I was more optimistic on it I think if they had last year's schedule, it would be like they would cut that in half. I think they'd be like a top 50 defense. But I think there is some challenges with this schedule. We'll break down the schedule in a second here. But before I do that, I want to let the good folks know that the Oregon State Beavers 2025 season preview episode is brought to you by Clemons and Circus Survivor. Yes, think you know ball, then you have to enter Circus Football Contest with $21 million in guaranteed prizes. There's no rake, so if the entries go above the guarantee, all that extra money goes right to the prize pool. Clemons, you pick 5 NFL teams against the spread each week, or go for the ultimate sweat in Circus Survivor. There's even the Circa Grandissimo for a $100,000 Survivor contest. You must register in person at Circus Sportsbook in Las Vegas, Nevada. Great excuse to book a trip to the biggest sports book in the world and Stadium Swim there in Las Vegas. So sign up in Nevada, play from anywhere though, with the help of SGPN's official proxy. Go to footballcontest.com, use that promo code SGP to get $50 off those proxy fees as well. We're also brought to you by mybookie.ag. Yes. MyBookie is your place to bet on every single sport. All the summer sports right now rolling along. Love betting CFL and MLB every day. You also got the WNBA and golf and tennis and racing going on. And of course, college football and NFL futures. MyBookie accepts customers from a ton of different locations as well. You can easily deposit, get lightning fast payouts using crypto. So head on over to mybookie.ag. But when you do, use our promo code TCESGPN for 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Terms and conditions apply. Of course, that's mybookie.ag. Promo code TCESGPN. All right, we are back and let's go. Shout out to the chat. Come be a part of the chat. Well, we talked about the defense, talked about the offense, talked about Maalik Murphy, which I think is the big get. All of that has to do with, state of the program to a certain extent, but so does the stadium, Mac. And boy, do they have a stadium that I love. Reser Stadium, 72 years young. I give this thing a 9 of 10. And I mean, this thing is they do college football right in Corvallis. I don't give a shit what I don't give a shit about what these Fox executives say. All right. Try to take football out of Pullman, or trying to shit on Pullman, Washington, and Corvallis, Oregon. They do college football right. Look at this place, dude. I've watched many of games. I mean, shit. I felt like USC under Pete Carroll. This was the place they had hell with.
Mark Sanchez game.
Well, not only that, I felt like some of the other ones they were knocking on the door. Like this was just a hornet's nest for them. Mike Riley and Dennis Erickson had this thing going, but this is a fire stadium. You got mountains there in the background. I know you're a mountain man. All right. I mean, 9 of 10 to me, and I love this thing, man. Look at this. It's a beautiful fucking stadium. These fans are awesome. Everything that's right about college football. Don't let the suits tell you otherwise. All right. What do you give this thing 1 to 10, man?
I probably a 9. It's knocking on the door of a 10, though, man. I mean, it's beautiful. It's a Corvallis, special, unique place. I mean, look at that thing. That thing is packed in there.
Oh yeah, that's shit. We got the chat saying best potato salad. No shit. I need to get educated on that one. I need to get educated on that one. I need to get over there, man. Yeah, it's a beautiful stadium, man, and they just do it right. You know what I mean? Like it's love. It's outdoors. You should always be outdoors when you're in the Pacific Northwest. That's your advantage. And yeah, I got to get to a game. It's just a fire fucking stadium. They got Beaver Street. Welcome to Beaver Street. And look, man, they got they have like a walk just like LSU and stuff too. It's awesome. I just you got to get to a game, folks. Look at that shit with the band. Nothing like a college football game. Get the live band going, some passionate fans.
36,000 strong in there.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. This thing is beautiful. They got the chainsaw, the turnover chainsaw. Let's go. But dude, they also have the I think I thought I put a photo of their walk in here. Maybe I'm just full of shit. But look at that shot. Look at those mountains in the background, man.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. So get yourself out to a game if you're in Oregon or Washington or just a college football fan. Get out to Reser Stadium. This thing is a beauty. And they just have great fans, man. They do college football right. There we go. I knew I wasn't full of shit. Look at that, man.
Only partially.
Yeah. It's a phenomenal place though, man. You got to get out to a game. Oregon State, Reeser Stadium. Let's go. All right. Well, look, that's part. And storm the field, by the way. They do a great job of storming the field, Mac. They do a great job of storming the field there in Corvallis. That you pay for that. You pay for that. You should. That is your right. All right. Let's go. Storm the field always. Look at that shit, dude. Now we're talking. Now we're fucking talking, dude. Oh man, that's beautiful right there. That deserves to be in the goddamn Smithsonian as far as I'm concerned. All right. Yeah. So that does have to do with state of the program, Mac. I love their stadium, but I also think they're kind of in this gray area right now. I think we're getting clarity. They got that Pac-12 money. They got the new conference coming next year. I just need to see Trent Bray take a step forward, make a bowl game, and then boom, I think they can hit the ground running moving forward. So I'm going to give it a 6 of 10 despite all they've had to deal with. I think that's a reasonable number. What are you doing here?
I gave it a 5 just because they're kind of in the middle right now. Transition coaching staff, new league, coming from an old league, but it's the same league. It's just a lot of unknowns. So I'll split the middle here at 5 out of 10. Pulling for the Beavs, though.
Let's go Beavs. All right, let's jump into the schedule because week 1 is a gigantic game, dude. Series is 120 years old. Cal plays at Oregon State, and we have already done our Cal preview, but I need to emphasize how big of a game this is for Oregon State, in my opinion. I think this game is vital to their season. I took Cal to win the game, though. Cal destroyed him last year, so it is a revenge spot. But I think I trust Cal's roster a little bit more. Now, I will say at Corvallis, that could be the difference. But I'm taking Cal. I have Oregon State 1-0, but I'm kind of fascinated by this game. When you look at week 1, everyone's talking, and rightfully so, everyone's talking, the Clemson, LSU, and Texas, and Ohio State, and Bama, Florida State. This is like one of the sneaky, really good games of week 1. What are you doing here?
Yeah, late night, 10:30 game. I'm going to Oregon State. I think Maalik Murphy and company make enough plays here. They get revenge, and the Cal fans are way overconfident. They're going to just walk into Corvallis and get a dub. Yeah, give me the.
I hate the logic of like, hey, we destroyed them last year, so we'll win this year.
Yeah, I was like, what? This is college football, man. That game was in Berkeley. Yeah. Now we're going to Corvallis. New year. They got a bad taste in their mouths after last year, how it ended. Yeah, Beavs, come out hungry. Let's go 1-0.
I just trust the staff. I thought with Cal adding Brian Harsin and Nick Rolovich, I think they're going to be better. I know they had a lot of people leave, but I just trust their coaching. I watched Rolovich turn over Hawaii. Like, if you watch Rolovich's team prior to him being at Hawaii, they were terrible. He walks in year 1 and makes it I thought they did a great job. So that's probably my logic. But I think this is a game. I would expect this to be a 1-score game. 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Yeah.
I mean, the number's 1 or 2. It's bounced around. It's flipped.
Yeah. Such a vital game. Week 2. At Reeser Stadium, Matt Entz and Fresno State come to town. Fresno actually leads the all-time series here. But I'm going to take the Beavs to right their wrongs here and get a win. Fresno does have a week 0 game, so it's actually the 3rd week for Fresno. But I like the Beavs to get this done. What are you doing here?
I do too. And we're about to get into the gauntlet here. They got to get both of these first 2 games. So protect home field here. Get to 2-0. Fresno, I think, will be better in the second half of the year, in year 1 of Coach Entz.
Yeah. Then week 3. Here we go. A trip to Texas Tech, Lubbock, Texas. They just bought the number 1 transfer portal class. And this place does get lit. So I don't think there's a world where I can take Oregon State here. But this would be hilarious if Oregon State won.
Yeah, it would.
I'll tell you that. I will be rooting for you to win this game. Yeah. But I got about 1-2. Series goes back to 1959, by the way. What are you doing here?
Yeah, they're walking into a Hornets Nest loss.
Yeah, then, the Civil War, these filthy ducks. Series goes back to 1894. First of all, having the Civil War on September 20th is disgusting. Everyone should be ashamed of themselves. Phil Knight should fucking have to answer to this, all right? He still hasn't answered to those 9-year-olds sewing his goddamn shoes, all through Cambodia, right? But he can't answer for this shit. Disgusting. Ridiculous to have this on September 20th. This should be Black Friday. Phil Knight, you have that power. All right, you can go sit down with Tony Petitti and say, we're doing this final game of the season. But instead, you're focused on your fucking 9-year-olds in Cambodia. You rat bastard. Unfortunately, I got Oregon winning this, but damn it. I want this one even more than Texas Tech.
So, dude, we all want them to win this game, but they ain't gonna win in Eugene. 2-2.
I got them at 1-3, man. They need that Cal game. That Cal game is so huge.
They gotta get both.
I know.
Fresno getting bad.
It's a brutal start. Then a team that I'm very high on, the Houston Cougars, come to town. Gosh, man.
I got Willie Fritz.
I do too. I think Connor Wegman and that get was underrated. I think Fritz's team's underrated. I think they're going to be a player in the Big 12 this year. I got to take Houston, even though the crowd could get Cal or Houston. Like that environment, you're capable of getting those ones. I just trust the coaching staff and rosters. I think are a little bit ahead of Oregon State's right now. But the crowd makes it tricky. The fact it's at Reser Stadium. I do expect this to be a close game. But I trust Willie Fritz more. So I have to take Houston here. So I got him at 1-4, man.
And they're getting Houston off a bye week. Houston has a bye week headed into this, and they're coming off double road trips in Lubbock and Eugene. Ugh.
It's tough.
Yeah.
After this, they head to Boone, North Carolina, which is not easy to get to.
Can we get a fucking bye week in here? Jeez.
That's what I'm saying. They needed a bye week here. We've already done our Appalachian State preview. That's a sneaky, tough crowd. I mean, what the hell do you got to do? What are you flying into Raleigh-Durham? So you're going to have to connect somewhere. Then you get on a bus and go 3 or 4 hours up to Boone to a lit ass environment. I have to take App State here. 1-5. What are you doing here?
Yep. 2-4, 4 straight losses for me.
This sucks, dude. I don't have any fun doing this episode. Like, I want Oregon State to be good, but it's like, what? This schedule is all over the place. I think, like Rob says, why are they going to Boone? I love that fact that they're playing Appalachian State, but it's such a trap game. All right, they come out of that, and they're hosting Wake Forest. These North Carolina schools showing up. This is a win, Jake Dickert. You beat them last year at Washington State. You get them here. Give me that second win of the season. Mac, what are you doing here?
It got to be a win, although it is their 7th game in 7 weeks.
Yeah, they could use a bye week.
Wake out there. Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Beach.
Yeah, second win. Then, what is this game? The Lafayette Leopards? What the hell out of Easton, Pennsylvania, wherever the hell they're from? What?
10 o'clock on the C-Dub. It's already announced.
Lafayette was not bad last year. I think if memory serves me correct, did they win the Patriot? I feel like they were, I think Lehigh won the Patriot, but they were right there knocking on the door. All right. We have what we call a winning streak here, 2 in a row. And that's got me at 3 and, what am I? 3-4, 3-5. Yeah. What are you doing here?
Yeah, let's go, baby. They're going to put a beating on the Leopards on 10 o'clock Eastern on the C-Dub.
They get a bye week.
They had that game announced already. Why did they have that time announced of all games?
The good people of Lafayette need to know when their Leopards are playing. Shout out to a couple Beavs great. I believe that's Sammy Strotter and Tim Alexander in the 90s, who was nasty. He was a Redskin for a year or two, I think. They come out of that, and then you got the Pac-2 big time primetime matchup. The series is 122 years old. Washington State heading to Corvallis. Give me another win. 3 straight wins. 4-5. What are you doing here?
I like it, man. Getting them off the bye week. All in game for the Pac-2 game. Although they played this game twice this year.
I love it.
Home and home.
Love it. They come out of this, and Sam Houston State with first-year head coach Phil Longo come to town, and I think they're going to beat Sam Houston State. So I got them getting really hot towards the second half of the season here. 4th straight win. What are you doing here?
This schedule is incredible. Yeah, I got to win 6-4. They just played all their hard games.
It makes honestly, I feel sorry for them because I know it must have been a nightmare because when you're independent like Notre Dame, you can kind of, first off, they have that ACC tie-in. So the ACC gives them, but you don't really they got abruptly thrown to basically independent status. I mean, I know they're in the Pac-2, but no one saw that coming. No one saw that coming. So it was just holy shit, we got to put together a schedule. And I think you're seeing the results of that right here. But I do love the second half of the schedule.
Yeah.
You got to win in this, right?
Yeah, 6-4.
I got them at 5-5. And then they go to H.A. Chapman Stadium, the house that Steve Largent built. Strange fucking game, if I may say so. I do think you want to play Tulsa earlier in the year. But I think it's a win. I'll take a win. What are you doing here?
I'm thinking a win too. They come off 4 straight home games. I think they got momentum back finishing the year. So give me 7-4. I think the roster's better than Tulsa, and nobody's going to be at this damn game.
Yeah, I would agree. Then they get a bye week. Why so late in the season? Right? That's unfortunate. But they come out of the bye week and you play your rivals again. Washington State. Series goes back to 1903. I got them losing this one because it's hard to beat a team twice, specifically the same season. So, loss. And that puts me at, I believe I'm at 6-6. How about you? What are you doing here?
I'll take Wazoo in the rematch. Yeah, this is like the NFL. They're playing twice in 5 weeks. What is this?
Yeah. So then the win total is sitting at 6.5. So that Cal game or that Houston game is so damn essential. I could see the overhitting here. I have zero confidence in this play, but I am on the under. What are you doing here?
I took the over, but I'm not betting this. This is
the schedule's wacky. It's very wacky.
Yeah.
But they're going to a bowl, and I think that's progress.
Yeah, if they can just hold Surf at home, especially in the month of October and early November. I mean, they should run the table in that 4-game stretch at home. Yeah. Maybe Wazoo will be tricky just because the Pac-2 rivalry game, but
yeah, and I want to ask you about the ceiling here and the floor. But before I do that, I want to let you know that the College Football Experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Best Ball Mania is happening all summer long, giving away $15 million in prizes, including $2 million to first place. There's no waiver wire, no arguments about trades. Best ball is the best way to play fantasy football. So sign up over at UnderdogFantasy.com. with the promo code TCESGPN to claim your special pick plus first-time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus credits there. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code TCESGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Yes, you probably heard me talk about Rhythm before. They just dropped a new game-changing feature called Power Trends. These are AI-detected patterns where Rhythm's model has consistently won. It has a very high ROI. Think like a strikeout prop that wins 59% of the time when the line and win probability hit a certain range. Power Trends are updated daily and exclusive to Rhythm and Rhythm only. No touts, no noise, just clean data-backed bets, baby. So what are you doing? Download the Rhythm app, check out Power Trends, and start betting smarter. Get your free 7-day trial period today. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. All right, we are back. I want to just take a bird's eye view of the schedule here, man. And if they did get the Cal and Houston game, they could really put together a nice season.
Yeah.
I mean, because who's to say they couldn't sweep Washington State too?
They could go 9-3.
I think the ceiling is 9-3, which would be awesome for the good people of Corvallis. But the flip side of that coin is, what if they? I mean, there's nothing saying that Fresno game's an auto win. Fresno State has some guys, man.
4-8, I think.
I would say, yeah, probably 4-8, maybe 3-9 is the floor.
Yeah,
because you're getting Tulsa. By that point, it'll be Trey Lamb's second season here, but yeah. So I'm on the under. No lock. This one's actually this is a scary one to bet on, in my opinion. Like this, I don't feel very good about the over or the under. It's one of the ones I feel least confident about so far this season. How about you?
I was gonna say, this may be the least confident we've been on an episode in terms of win total. It's hard to really have a lot of confidence on this season. I mean, I'm on the over, kind of a little bit of a heart play. But that schedule's wacky, man. Like I've never seen anything covering college football as long as you have. You've never seen anything like this.
Maybe like a UMass schedule or something a while ago when they went Indy, but it's very tricky. You would like these games spread out more. I can't even blame the AD because you kind of probably didn't have a choice. You probably just had to accept what you could get, because it was on the fly. But yeah, it is a wacky ass schedule, and I can't wait to watch all these games. Folks, that's our show. We are not going to be doing a show tomorrow night because I'm traveling to Las Vegas. But we will be back on Thursday, and I believe we're talking South Alabama Jaguars. So get on over there, break it out all 136 teams, youtube.com/The College Experience. Hit that like and subscribe button, and we will be back. Also, check out the College Baseball Experience, Beav fans, and the College Basketball Experience. We come together as one on YouTube, youtube.com/The College Experience. Give Moneyline Mac a follow on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at TheColBD. The College Football Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. And yeah, cannot wait to watch ball this season in Corvallis. Till next time, this is, enjoy the slideshow, by the way. We got a nice Oregon State slideshow here, honoring the history of Beav football. Till next time, this is the College Football Experience. Nice Beaver edition. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Celly's off, so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down. They say the Lord watches over my sins, over my head, watching hair as it thins. Over the ledge, it ain't letting me in. There's still regiments and relevance to letting me win. Win, lose or draw. You ain't prepared unless you all ready to lose it all. Losing a brawl? Yeah, that's a Friday day. Good friends know my Nina Hideaway. They came and went, but the riders stay. So it's like I won the lottery and can't be found until I resurface with the latest purchase. 33 and a third and 45 circles. You ain't got that shit. And I ain't 45 king. But on the beats, I've been doing my thing. I start the program and the doorbell ring. I gotta leave town to a place I can't be found. My celly's off, so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down. American dreams, lessons, and still they work. I guess the sand on the beach still was really dirt. Now I'm going home, flying over Rome at 30,000 feet. Like, damn, is that really Earth? I see the killers work on walls, familiar turf. Got a little school in graph, 101 was first. Got a little school in math, didn't really work. But put the numbers on the block and I make them hurt. Any block is my stomping ground where my people lay low so they can't be found. They don't wanna be, ain't from the crew, but I'm honorary. Liquid, soul assassin, psycho harmony. Type of armory that's more than a shield. Type of armory's DeLorean steel. Type for warriors ill. So true to my sound, but dig deep so it can't be found. My celly's off so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down.
It's the revenge of our stealth, the intelligence plane. Bomber, a manifestation of karma. The far left, low keys, let it be. Listeners, whispering words of wisdom. Ghost dog breathe in the shadow of leaves. Same darkness high criminals, crooks and thieves. Special forces, black ops. Bad brains, fishbone, black rock. Matter of fact, Chuck Berry and James Brown. But most of the true story can't be found. Unchained melodies inscribed to freestyle. I rock rhyme mosaics more potent with each style. Crack the system more open with each file. Upgrades and free hotels with these miles. Expansion team dilated peoples in town. If there's a better sound, then it can't be found.
My celly's off so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain